Let's go into our first semifinal. This is pretty damn hype. Echo Isles is the first battlefield between 120 and LawLiet. Two ELL teammates, the winner of the WGTL Team League, facing each other for the grand final. For 120, is it just one more tournament for LawLiet? I think the stakes are a lot higher. These tier 2 tournaments, he's won them when it was Korean competition only. There he was good. Show matches he was always really good. Qualifiers, tier 3 tournaments, he has won that. But the last tier 2 tournament, I can't even remember when he won that. It's been forever. It's the Lins, it's the Moons, it's the Infies, it's the TH, it's the 120s. LawLiet craving for a big win internationally, or at least in China-Korea competition. We seem to have a little bit of a pause right at the start of the game.
Yeah, the Yule Cup is certainly one of the biggest tournaments here in these last couple of weeks. But the timing is also interesting, because in only 2 weeks, WGL is starting. And that is the World Championship. And as big of a tournament as Yule Cup is, it's certainly not that big. Also something to be kept in mind. Saving tactics and so on. But I'm sure we're going to get into that more later.
LawLiet, 4th best player in the world according to the Warcraft 3.info ELO ranking. Second best Night Elf, of course, facing 120 now. And both are really good in this matchup, but I wouldn't say they're undefeatable. LawLiet was defeated by WFZ recently. 120 is struggling against Moon and LawLiet in the past. So I really don't have a clear favorite going into this match.
Yeah, me neither. I think this should be a very even affair between the two. We're going to start off on Echo Isles. Best of 3. Oh, this is going to be a good show, folks.
Why is that, Remo?
Well, just because of the two players, but also strategy-wise, we see something quite interesting already. 120, we're asking the question, is he just going to play straight up super normal now that the big guns are facing him, or is he going to continue down the experimental path? And indeed, experimentation, or at least non-standard, we could call it, is continuing, because 120 is playing a fast fiend, late hero build.
Wow.
This is the build that was played against like years ago. 2010, against Orc all the time, in Unadmira all the time. Nowadays, it has been discarded as too slow and too early game tempo poor to really play it. But 120 doesn't care. He is playing DK Fiends against Night Elf. LawLiet with his newfound favorite hero in this matchup, the Warden, on Echo Isles, trying to get a good bit of experience here at the very beginning with the Ancient of War creep. And this start, I like it for LawLiet. If you go for this greedy camp, sometimes you can get harassed, sometimes it can be painful, sometimes the DK harass can make your early game a disaster. But if the DK is late, and it's fast fiends instead, there's absolutely nothing to fear.
I agree. Free creeping to level 2, plus a potentially good item for the Warden. I've been yelling at the Night Elf of the world to try this more, at least after having this crazy show match of LawLiet versus Happy in the late stages of last year. This is certainly a wonderful item. Ring of Regeneration will help him down the line. And finally, Night Elves are playing the Warden once again. 120, didn't he play this Fast Fiends late hero in the group stage already? Maybe against Focus.
Yeah, against Focus he did. Against Focus he did it also with a tower push. That didn't quite work out. Is he going so crazy as to play a tower push against Night Elf? Oh my god, is he? He creeps the first only item carrying creep. The Ogre Warrior gets the claws of attack from this. Then moving over, attempting to steal the green camp away from LawLiet. So 120 has the hard read that LawLiet will be going for the Merc camp first, and there will be a green camp left for 120, and he is correct with that assumption. But what he's not considering, apparently, is a Tree of Life coming up for LawLiet already.
Ooh, fast expansion versus late fiends. Yeah, it is a very free early game. Ogre is falling as well. I think you can give up this green camp if you get the big camps at the 9 o'clock and the bottom left for this. Plus 8 damage on the Death Knight, that's pretty damn good. Also to hunt wisps, but how long can he keep this up? LawLiet is attacking, LawLiet is creeping, LawLiet is expanding. He has to stop him in his tracks, at least a little bit. And rush distance from base to expansion is quite long, especially with slow fiends.
Oh, if the Warden finds the Fiends here, this would be easy kills. There's no coils yet, but 1-0 slips past him.
LawLiet, by the way, has not skilled a single point yet. He's level 3 and he's blank.
Yeah. Ideally, you want to skip Blink against Undead, unless it turns into 2-base with economy harass and so on, because you need a lot of damage later on tier 3 to actually be able to find kills. So ideally, you want to go Shadow Strike plus Fan. Oh, there we go. Shadow Strike coming out. Level 2 Shadow Strike it is. Lots of damage on this DK. This is most likely going to be a TP forced. And 1-0's early so far is not working out at all. No. This Warden got to level 3 for free. He himself didn't even get level 2. And now it's going to have to TP out.
Absolutely. Maybe he's going to let him die.
What?
Yeah. But that is more experience for the Warden. Quick revive, but Tech is almost finished. This will line up if he goes for a fast second hero. But this is more time. And LawLiet with his patented Echo Owl creep route, the Ancient of War is already in position. This is almost uncounterable, I would say.
Well, if you play like this, it is. But if you play just more aggressively and normal, then it's absolutely counterable. And I think this is the big mistake by 1-0 this game. Yeah, he lost the DK. But, like, strategy-wise, build-wise, opening-wise, you are playing into LawLiet's hand. What is the plan here, 1-0? I don't understand it. He is so far behind now, it's ridiculous.
Well, we said this before, when he played against Focus, for example, and with Magnificent Micro, he turned this around, so never write 1-0 off. Thank you, Renmin, for the 1,000 bits. Much love.
Thank you.
My second Ring of Regen. He can save so much Moon Juice with these items just for mana, so he can just spam these spells.
He can especially creep super heavily with this. He's not going to be so reliant on Ancient of War. But he's level 4 already. On level 4, the Warden XP punish, or any XP punish, is quite severe. You don't get much experience from creeps anymore. LawLiet has been playing a lot of Panda second along with Warden to double down on the AoE. But he's not doing so yet. Just concerned with getting his Expo up and mining here in a second, and that he will. 1-0 finally getting levels himself, getting close to 3. Sells the Scroll of the Beast.
I guess LawLiet always has Wisps in the fight anyway, so wouldn't be too surprising to see it dispelled very early in the fight. But yeah, I guess it's time for the Warden to bully the DK a little more. Statues coming, Lich coming, and second Necropolis even. Waiting for the Warden harass so he can rebuild Acolytes during the tech and save a little lumber, which he needs for upgrades.
LawLiet is playing this game so greedy, man. It's unbelievable. He played an Ancient of War creep into fast expansion, and then on tier 2, he rushes tier 3. Not even making an army on tier 2 to hold. If this all works out, and it doesn't get punished, it's of course insanely strong. But I feel like there are punish windows in there that 1-0 just isn't finding this game. Yeah, I mean, a lot of that has to do with the Fiend build.
What's the threat right now? I mean, why shouldn't he do it?
Well, 1-0 is going to be tier 3 in a little bit. Then he can go for Dark Ranger, Orb. He has 4 Fiends, 2 statues already. That's a really strong undead army, against which having 2 Bears without Master is a lot worse than having 4 Dryads.
Dryads are coming. Ancient Protector as well. Aesthetic Defense. Creeps to 6 o'clock and getting closer and closer to level 5. Sentry Ward's really good as well. Lich has a good inventory himself, so it's gonna be a big damage dealer, but yeah, that's just the problem. When you play DK versus Warden, get a Shadow Strike, you're down to 50%. Oh, the critters block as well. Warden gets in front, maybe. Good Frost Armor to slow the Warden down. Good adjustment here, but the Invo Potion goes to the Warden, so Hero Focus. Not the greatest choice right now, especially with the 2 rings.
At the Tree of Life, at the expansion, there were 7 Wisps queued a second ago. Okay, now he cancels a lot of them. Seemed like the plan there was to have mass Wisp detonates to get rid of the undead mana. That is very smart. That is something that LawLiet does a lot. Eliminating the mana on the enemy side, be it Orc opponent or undead opponent, makes a big, big difference. Warden is trying to creep to level 5, but as I said with the experience punish, it's pretty hard to do. And with level 4 Warden against undead, for example, it's a lot harder as well to find kills, as opposed to perhaps human opponent.
Thank you, AKP Digger, for the 31-month resub. Circle now. 50 supply, 800 gold. LawLiet a little low on lumber. Trying to fix it, I guess, with all the wisps at the expansion. And of course for detonates. Master Bear training, 50% done. 120 is coming in for the first push of the game.
Yeah, this is a heavy committed push here, at least by the looks of it. But actually, one Acolyte is moving south, trying to counter-expand. No third hero here for 120. No level 3 Lich, but very strong items indeed. Master Bears are done. But the Warden isn't level 5. Without level 5, she is not very scary at all. Some detonates will be required here, I believe.
Destroyer form is not ready, so Rejo goes through fully. Coil threatened. There is a lot of coils left. First Abomination, but no Disease Cloud yet. Bears can stand their ground at the moment. There's only one statue. Do you really want to morph that into a Destroyer for the damage? I'm not too sure. Bears falling. And LawLiet is just clicking on the Lich. There's almost no damage anywhere else. Okay, on the Abomination, but that's saved.
For a last second as well. No reveal against it. The DK, they're way too far forward. Heal pot, bear block as well. Death Knight's gonna have to TP here most likely. Yes, he does. One more bear is in trouble. There is a Nova and enough damage to kill it, but the A-bomb is left behind. It's an A-bomb and a Fiend going down. 2 losses. Catapult the Warden towards level 5. Now finally she's decently strong. She's still not very strong, but Acolyte at the expansion standing there. But nothing was built.
Alright. How was this A-bomb not in range, by the way? This looked weird. Okay. 50 supplies still, 700 gold still. Could go shop control if you wanted to. Ah, just got the invul. Heal potion on the DK. Lich must be the carry.
Yeah, he is very strong. The focus fire here for 120 is very good. And the micro and kiting potential for the Undead army is much, much better. With frost armor and with aura and statues. I think we didn't see Abolish before. I hope LawLiet has it now. Aiming for the DK right away again, but there was a potion. Warden has one more Shadow Strike to use, but then she's dry. Until she gets back to the Moonwells.
Can he withstand the pressure until Mountain Giants arrive? He's going for the tech. Already the first one is in production. Still got Moon Juice. Bears are suffering hard from this push. 1,000 gold for LawLiet now. 120 is expanding at the same time.
Haunted and Necro. 2 minutes until that is up. It's time for LawLiet to go high up in supply here. First MG is out, more Dryads are coming. Hardened Skin. Lumber's still a bit of an issue for LawLiet. He did use quite a few detonates. But 120 doesn't want to push his luck. He's falling back to the shop. There's going to be a new invul there ready very soon. The Warden is still far away from level 6. If LawLiet's plan is to play this Warden solo and 2-base, he needs level 6.
Yeah, I mean, he does have a telestaff. Could move Wisps over and go for Acolyte Hunt to get experience. There's not much experience left on the map itself, but he kind of needs the Warden as well for defense. This is a tricky situation for him for sure. Got the dust against the burrow because 120 is just so good with the burrows. And here's the push against the Entangled Gold Mine. Not too easy to engage with all that melee.
The dust should be ready. Not using it yet. 120 realize there's dust. Unburrow it is. Fiend's taking a lot of damage. Might be a wise TP here for 120 to evacuate, but he wants to find some more kills on the way. Gets a bear, but loses a Fiend for it. That is valuable experience for this Warden, now on 5.5.
In general, good trade though. Bear versus Fiend, big damage spells. Lich is ready with another coil. There's so many coils, and the Warden herself is in trouble now. Is there another Shadow Strike in a bit, but more coils than damage spells. LawLiet has to get out here soon. The invul is about to be over, but forces the TP. No Nova, so the Warden is safe in Shadow Meld. Holds again.
But there's the expansion now up. 120 can saturate that in a bit. However, LawLiet's supply is very high right now. He's got the MGs. Now is the best time for LawLiet to strike. Fight, find kills, get an favorable engagement before 120 has mined too much of this expansion. Get level 6 and finish the game. Honestly, there's a lot of pressure on LawLiet right now. If he gives 1-0 much more time, he's gonna be in trouble soon.
Yeah, we said this over and over and over again. Don't give Undead the super late game. It seems unbeatable at the moment. 2 Mountain Giants, 1-1. That will soak up a lot of damage. Warden constantly regenning well, so full mana. How about the DK? He is full mana as well, and a potion and a heal scroll. Can't expose the Lich too much. 6 Dryads, 2 Bears. Good army mix by LawLiet. Spent all his gold for this push. He knows exactly this is his time.
1-0's goal here is survive the Warden's mana, then fighting this might be not too hard. But one Fiend gets taken out right away. More experience for the Warden. She needs 1 more kill or perhaps 2 for the ultimate. Narrow Tower gonna be up here soon. Burrows again being used, but there is reveal. That Fiend is almost a level up. Almost level 6. Needs a little bit more.
Alright.
Acolytes. That would be enough for the level up. Just that 1 kill. LawLiet 80 supply. Pushing 1-0 back. 1-0 kiting. And that's level 6 for the Warden.
Avatar summoned in the blink of an eye. 2 Bears are in trouble. Use the heal scroll that... Oh, the Dark Ranger catches another coil. Problem is for the Avatar, there's not too many corpses here compared to when you play her versus human. It's not like you can wreck castle and still fiends, and they have a lot of HP. Oh, but the Dark Ranger falls now to the big Shadow Strike. This looks like game right here. More and more fiends are falling. Invo potion on LawLiet again. And 1-0. What can you do now? Dryad's in a good position. Reveal again. Fiends will not be saved. Tries to distance himself from the Lich to not catch more damage. Taunt used. Oh boy. This is rough for 1-0. The DK might be falling for the second time. Mountain Giant block. Warden in trouble as well. But the Night Elf has the superior damage. And the level up saves the Warden from the Lich. There's no healing anymore. No hope for 1-0. The Korean, the last remaining Korean, takes map number 1.
Warden victorious here. LawLiet's very own style. But what was that build by 1-0? That was a swing and a hard miss. DK stuck on level 1 forever, loses the hero, gives the Warden level 3, and a tech and an expansion all for free. Normally games are not supposed to look like that, and I hope 1-0 is going to be playing a different build for the rest of these games. Otherwise, he's going to be in big trouble.
Yeah, I agree. He has a lot of tools to use, though. We've seen many different heroes. We might expect normal opening or more normal openings on different maps. But LawLiet played this very, very solid. Almost no mistakes. Very good. Warden was left alone. Played the Warden with all her strength. Was never really in trouble, I would say.
I wonder if there was a window for 1-0 to get the counter expansion transition better. Like in the first push at 50, that's not where he counter expanded. He fell back, pushed again. After more time had passed, and only then did he counter expand. I think that second base could have come up sooner. But yeah, that build just all in all didn't really seem to come together too well.
But the fights look pretty good. 1-0 as always with the magnificent micro. LawLiet with good answers though. The early dust, not forgetting about it. Don't let the fiends heal on the ground. But straight up fights are gonna be difficult.
Yeah. Warden, it's becoming pretty clear, is his new favorite hero in this matchup. Well, I mean, it's his favorite hero, just period. But a very map-dependent hero, always has been in all matchups. On Echo Isles, she certainly works. But our second map, she's going to be much harder to make work on. It is Last Refuge, where the Warden, when pressured, has big problems getting proper levels up. So I think this is going to be a different first hero. I think this is going to be a different game. This could also be 1-0 returning to fast expansion play. Something we've been talking about a lot these last couple of weeks, right? 1-0 playing so much fast expo.
Yeah.
Not on Echo Isles on the first map, where it's actually the easiest out of all.
It's also decent to creep with the Demon Hunter these days, and then to harass is possible. It's not that this map is a straight up win for 1-0, even though it's his map there, especially with LawLiet. I wouldn't be too surprised to see LawLiet going Warden again and have a creep route prepared for this.
Yeah. With double Ancient of War, it is absolutely doable, but harder if the enemy interferes. Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities here. Warden could even be a play. Demon Hunter, even Keeper is quite popular here. With Keeper, you can creep to level 3 and the expansion quite easily. Even with the Demon Hunter, it's not so hard.
If he expects an expansion, this could also be Mass Hunt Push, Moon style.
Yeah.
Of course, all the Night Elves are influenced by Moon, especially the Koreans. But we will see all of that in roughly 2 minutes. Game is started. And this is match points for LawLiet. Could be a quick first semifinal.
Or does 1-0 swing back? We have seen that a lot of times from 1-0 before. On the first map or in the upper bracket, when there's still some room to experiment, there's some weird things coming out every now and then. But then when it's down to the wire, oftentimes 1-0 does return to the standard. Standard would be either Ghoul opening and 1 base or the so-called happy build. But as we said, 1-0, he's got so many different strats up his sleeve, a lot to choose from. And a lot also for LawLiet to try to get ready for.
In this matchup, I never really know with 1-0. This is just so unpredictable. The last series, though, that went very straight up was against Moon, and that was a banger of a series.
Are we in game?
Yeah.
What?
Not yet. Wait.
The hell is this?
Necropolis?
That's a Necro first.
Who played that recently? God damn it. Yesterday someone said it to me.
I certainly didn't see that game. He's playing neutral hero. What the hell?
Well, he experimented with all the undead heroes now. Time to grab something from the tavern.
What is this? Or is it neutral hero? Or is it just a super delayed hero?
It's an altar now.
It's
No
Necro
Ziggurat.
instead of Ziggurat, so it saves you lumber. In theory, that could be good for an expansion, maybe.
Can he
LawLiet,
tech
what's-
super mega fast with this?
I mean, a fast tech doesn't do you much good if you don't have a hero out early to do stuff with. Unless you want to go for some kind of weird gargoyle rush, but I mean, Night Elf has archers, so they can shoot up.
For LawLiet is the Demon Hunter. Very well-rounded heroes. Or hero. Ooh, big question marks. Is this gonna be a good build or is it gonna be straight up trash? It's
I mean,
1-0 between heaven and hell.
I think you're right. He can tech super mega fast. He's
Yeah.
skipping the shop.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, when
One
the
more
school returns
round.
lumber, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh my, what the hell is this? And LawLiet sees the base. He's like, excuse me?
Goes into graveyard now. This does look like Gargoyle Rush so far.
That's the fastest unattack I have almost ever seen. There one time was this game between Ted and Sky where he rushed Gargs without a hero.
Yeah. Okay. Undead tech before the hero
Player's
is
forces
out.
are under attack.
Or before the hero was at 50%.
This is something new. Okay.
I think TG Dubs played it, but I'm not too sure. Anyway, Demon Hunter creeping. Cloak, nice. Gloves, nice. Green to Murlocs. DK out now with Aura first again.
And there I thought Edo was the only undead in the world skipping shop, but he's not. Necro first, dude. What the hell? The cool thing with this Halls of the Dead is you're gonna be able to use it to creep the lab, I guess.
But the Acolytes aren't protected, really. Or not as good as
A
usual.
player's
But I mean, you
forces
just wall
are
off
under
the
attack.
Haunted. Night Elf can't do anything there. But the DK also can't do much. He's harassing here with Aura first and a bit of right clicks, but there's no skeletons even. I think LawLiet would just be... Oh, look at that cloak. Hiding in the little corner. Nice. Yeah, would love to just be ignored by the DK. LawLiet would love to just go into a creep game right now. He knows he can creep way, way faster than 1-0 can.
Yeah, there's nothing really to creep. He has one spare ghoul or something. We don't see a second crypt. It's just fiends. It's not a Garg Rush.
Oh, and he doesn't find LawLiet over at the natural.
Only now.
We'll go
Still
there
no
now,
coil.
yeah.
Needs a super crazy right click.
Oh, the block.
Yeah, the archer was there, preventing the right click.
Again, the early game for 1-0 is just completely neutered. There's nothing you can do.
Oh, how they play around this. All the attacks are cancelled.
Oh, wow.
Sick plays. Can he get at least one? No. No. Go away, swat that fly.
He's behind by more than 400 experience.
Yep.
So it's a tier 3 rush with the slaughterhouse.
He's just gonna have a super quick tier 3. And that's it.
This, I'm gonna be honest, this doesn't look good, dude. Like, I mean, not his prospects this game, but just this build. This build doesn't look strong.
Well, maybe it has a sick power spike that we're not aware of.
Panda second here for LawLiet. Interesting. No
Maybe he's
Naga.
expecting Gargs as well.
A player's
That's not the
forces
case,
are under
though.
attack.
0 experience. Naga second to have at least some tools to pressure with.
Oh, nice with Scout. Sees what's going on.
Panda creeps up for level 2, hoping for a big item. And Boots of Kalpalas, nice for the
Ooh.
demon, really sweet. Counters with Ancient of Lore, counters with tier 3. He doesn't feel pressured or panicked at all.
Shouldn't have LawLiet fit an expo in here somewhere, by the way? Isn't this undead style so weak for so long?
Yeah. Could be. Anyway. Get everything else up, and he's still doing well with the Demon Hunter alone. So statues out now. Tier 3 right around the
Player's
corner.
forces are under attack.
So is his plan to destroy him with the first tier 3 power spike with Lich and Orb, but with only 3 level 1 heroes?
You can get to 2-2-2 pretty quick, and while that's not as strong as 3-3-3, obviously, it's not bad. By that time, Demon's gonna be 3, Panda's gonna be 3, most likely, I would think. Like, once he has triple hero, 1-0 does, and he's got the orb, he can catch up and creeping fairly fast. But he fell so far behind in the early that it's gonna be hard to actually catch up.
They're just coming.
Player's forces are under attack.
Stuck at 40 supply at the moment. Ziggurat might be a little late. Panda creeps up to 3 without any problems. Demon Hunter only... Okay, gets level 3 as well. Oh, he's pretty strong. Tier 3 around the corner from him as well. It's not the biggest tier 3 advantage. Like 1/3 maybe. Probably not worth sacrificing. That's probably the reason why we don't see this more often. Scroll of the Beast. Oh, he sell it again. Definitely hoping for something else.
Oh, LawLiet going for a big camp here. Does he get the trap? Oh, good lord. Not quite. Try it slow. Should make this doable, though. Yeah. Trapping him now. Nice creep. Wood of Cunning. Well, that might be getting sold.
LawLiet only bears so far. Not hoarding any gold. Still looking for more buildings or something, but no, it's just straight up creeping now. 2-2-1. And I guess he is catching up in experience. What is it this time? Unholy Aura, a little unthankful. LawLiet sees this. Rest of the army is on the other side though.
Oh, nice block. With the boots though, the demon does get away okay.
Or creep the rock golem away.
Yeah. Panda, a hero who scales great. If you get into 4, if you get into 5 especially, the DPS output, especially with mana pots, is amazing.
Player's forces are under attack.
Scourge Bone Chimes. Hello, that is so good.
Demon Hunter also really good to distract here, to slow 1-0 down. The Undead is catching up, but not by that much, to be honest. He has Destroyers now against Reju and Roar. Demon Hunter still a beast. Level 2 Lich for Frost Armor. And Panda, man, level 4. There's not much left to creep on the map, but LawLiet still has 2 camps right next to him.
A player's
Yeah.
forces are
Getting
under
ready with
attack.
more Moonwells for upkeep. Now would be the normal time to go for Mountain Giant upgrades.
Expansion by 1-0 in the upper left.
I think the Wisp may be seeing it though.
Yeah.
Oh, both cold arrows missed. The Demon Hunter not slowed down. Getting healed now by the Bears. Repositioning. Both at 50. Panda full mana.
But no MGs yet. Not too many bears yet. Can the triple hero of 1-0 do this? Looks like a lot of hero focus. Scroll the beast, there's no wisps nearby, so damage is crazy in 1-0's army. But lightning is okay. A-bomb safe to the right hand side so far. Bear is falling. DK is in the world of trouble though. Breath of fire. No. Oh, Demon Hunter!
Oh my god! Does he get the A-bomb? Yes, he does. It's a big kill. Big mistake again by LawLiet. He forgot about the, what's it called? Abolish magic.
Player's forces
The
are
second
under
time.
attack.
Last game also it was really late. You really want that upgrade. In this case, it would have been good against the scroll and of course in general against the frost armor.
Wisp confirmed. The gold mine could move the tree up, but now with the TP here, just using the Demon Hunter to clear this. And more abominations. That's just it. More abominations. Wellspring, Ultra Vision for LawLiet as well. Still no abolish, but
A
export.
player's forces are under
And
attack.
Panda is getting dangerously close to 5 after this scan.
Big item. What do we get?
Book of the Dead.
Well, that is trash, but it's some gold.
Expansion by LawLiet upper left, but immediately scouted as well.
1-0 finally got his levels. 3-3-2. He's gonna get 3-3-3 here very soon. DK level 4 would be tremendous, but he's very far away from that. Another downside of playing this DK early is so hyper aggressive. Very hard to get him to level 4, a level that is usually super strong for the level 2 aura. As far as stacked damage items go for 1-0, it's pretty good. He's got double claws, gloves, circlet, double circlet in fact.
Club plus 9 on the Lich.
Oh, LawLiet, is he trying to creep the lab away? That would be pretty sweet. Oh, yeah, he saw it with the Wisp that the lab was still there. And honestly, if he gets this creep camp and has to TP out for it, that's
A
even worth
player's
it.
forces are under attack.
Okay, we have multiple expansions coming up. In the bottom right, we have an engine of war in the upper left. And we have a haunted gold mine in the bottom right. I think the destroyer saw this. But how to engage into the high ground now?
Hellstone found. Not bad. Is there a staff? Yes, there is staff. Okay. So, Bear should be safe as well. Boots on the Panda, by the way. Interesting. I guess the demon is fully slotted with damage items. Plus 13 agi, not bad.
Super tanky as well. With
A
almost
player's
9
forces
armor.
are under attack.
And Reju behind it. So, Turtle, last creep on the map, but that is pretty predictable.
Great Ancient of War usage here as well. Can't really use it much for creeping anymore, but may as well use it for scouting. Does he get the camp before the opponent arrives? Solo experience for the Panda. Oh, this is level 5 for him. And
Yeah,
Pendant of Energy.
Yeah. Big gifts for the Brewmaster. Okay, there's a couple of Fiends, couple of
player's
A-bombs. It
forces
won't
are
hit
under attack.
too much, but level 3 Breath of Fire always hurts. Expo is almost up, but that goes for both of them.
My goodness. Some true old school stuff here. Demon, Panda, and intended Hippos. But Hippos cancelled for now. 1-0, just pressuring the main a little bit. He certainly can take a fight into all these Moonwells. With having been burned twice already, the fight is not doable.
Ooh, Demon Hunter!
Enemy hero kill!
What? He had an invul!
Oh,
He wasn't looking! And that is an issue. Maybe he wanted to staff, but the staff was on cooldown still.
Yeah.
Too greedy to use that invul, and all of a sudden he has to spend all his hoarded gold for this Demon Hunter to be back. He shouldn't fall twice. No, he doesn't. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, but nice call before it saves the Abomination. Obsidian statue is in a bit of trouble getting morphed into a destroyer. Great damage here. Fork Lightning again. Good Archer moving back. Lich in trouble. Demon Hunter, he needs a staff on him. Was mid-animation, but there we go. But without the Demon Hunter, is there even enough damage? I doubt that. He can't really reach.
Panda with the breath has to come in with the damage. He's got some mana still left. A-bombs starting to drop low. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire combo coming in once again. A-bombs are hurt, but all still mostly alive. I think only a single one has fallen. Double level 4 now for 1-0. The Panda in trouble. Has to use the TP there to get out. 2 more archers died. And LawLiet has to go back to his main, lick his wounds. And that is time for the expansion to finish for 1-0. And now he finally has the strong army along with the strong hero.
Oh, 1-0, killing this fight. That was brutal. No real point to attack for LawLiet. Maybe getting a little over-eager. And now it's time for Mass Abominations and Cannibalize with the Expo running. When Expo's running on both sides, what's the counter? Will we see Chimeras? First we go Mountain Giants. How can he keep better track of his heroes? Close to level 4, Demon Hunter. That's always a big help when he's in Focus Fire. Dual Hero Harass. Might cost another TP. Wait, there is no other TP.
A town
Dangerous.
is under siege.
Second expansion immediately scouted. Well done.
A player's forces are under attack.
LawLiet here trying to buy time for the Expo of his to pay off and the other one to come up. He's got the double staff, so he's fine. Not many kills here, but a bit of gold income prevented.
And the army can't go to the upper left.
Does 1-0 look on the high ground? This is very unusual to have an enemy expansion down here. And he's not checking for it. Oh, the Destroyer? Maybe. Anybody remember? X-Lord versus Foggy. There was an expansion in this position. Standing on
13.
14 HP? 13 HP?
Dude, 1-0 is getting better and better into this game. Still 1,000 gold for LawLiet. Spending a lot now, but is it too late? So many A-bombs. Moon Juice is empty. It's daytime. Breath of Fire doesn't really do much against the Abomination.
Yeah, really hard to have the damage against these A-bombs. Dryads are kind of okay, but of course they get slaughtered in the meantime by all the rest. Demon Hunter trapped behind the front line, has to pop the invul. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire again, decent damage there, but there was a heal scroll against it as well. More Frost Armor coming out. The Lich might be in trouble, but has the invul still himself. Demon Hunter not with that item anymore, needs to be careful, has to fall back, and the staff gets him back to the shop. But there's nothing left in the Moonwells.
No. Reju on the bears, okay, but that doesn't really help the Mountain Giants. He needs fresh ones. Potions on the Panda. LawLiet is struggling hardcore. Level 6 Panda is far away. Level 4 Demon Hunter is nice. Killing maybe a few Dryads. They're definitely out of that fight. A-bombs always safe. +4 intelligence, baby. Another potion. They could be on cooldown now, actually, in the shop. And it feels like 1-0 lost nothing.
Level 4 is crazy, and now can even make use of Cannibalize. So much regen for these abominations. Mass A-bombs, we see it more and more. In many matchups.
But LawLiet has 3 bases now. Can he hold until he got a big army? Needs production. Needs to hold on, but I think it's very obvious that this is happening in the upper left. Are you trying to chase the Dryads? Might find a better... Yep. Oh yeah, he saw it before with the Destroyer.
That one is probably going to be falling. LawLiet too hurt. Can't go into a fight. He got a heal scroll, but it only does so much. His best hope is killing the Haunted as a return. But that's going to be not so easy. 1-0 is TPing home back to his main. Oh my god, so many A-bombs, dude.
Yeah, just so many A-bombs. Disease Cloud was great already. He was forcing him to use the first heal scroll before the fight even starts. And the Panda, you don't really want to dive in too deep, then you get hurt, and then you're nukeable all of a sudden if there's no staff. Oh, well, it's all about heroes now, I feel. First one falls will be the game decider. And Demon Hunter's out of that fight again. Panda has to fall. There's quite some Dryads on the silver platter. Oh, only gets one. Damage mitigation. But yeah, 2-base, and 1-0 still heavily favored.
Yeah, heavily favored, and that with one expansion just going under his nose without him ever realizing it. If he had seen this expo earlier, this game would probably have been over for quite a while. 1-0 once again with his signature, more than 2 statues. Here we have 4. 4 statues, 1 fiend. The new meta.
Okay.
On paper, of course, in theory, chims would be really good right now, but it's not like you can just magically create 4 chims or 6 chims out of nowhere. That takes a lot of resources, takes a lot of time. 1-0 would have time to react to that, and with being on 2 bases, getting a fiend transition is easy. So, yeah, these mass A-bombs, like, seriously, they are so hard to deal with nowadays.
Yeah, also, you can deal with Chimeras rather easily with Coil, Nova, Fork Lightning, Slow Arrow. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, how to deal with this now? How to deal with the big meat?
It's not even like Naga would be better against this. I mean, Panda isn't too impressive, but Naga also, The best way to deal with A-bombs usually is like focus them with a lot of range focus fire, like Dryads and stuff.
I would really love to... Okay, yeah. Broken record, Neo, but I would really love to see 1 or 2 talents. If you can afford it somehow.
Against destroyers?
Yes?
I don't know. Don't think that would really do anything. This game, I wonder how different this game looks if he doesn't lose the demon and he goes into MGs a little bit faster. A little bit. Like he was sitting at 1,000 gold for a long time. MGs are very strong units, but he also is the problem, right? MGs are good, but against A-bombs, they're not that good. What do you do against these A-bombs? That's gonna be question for map number 3.
Thank you, Dawn of War, for the 16-month resub. Oh, again. What a bad position for LawLiet. The bears are all stuck in the back. There's almost 2 rows of abominations. Okay, the A-bombs are very blocked as well, but at least he got a front row established. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire does a good job, but there's many coils. There's even a potion. Demon Hunter drops down quite a bit. Invo Potion is there to save the heroes. Another heal scroll is ready in case he needs it, and he does. Panda's in trouble. Level 6 could maybe save him down the road. Oh, Panda is safe for now, but how to save these bears and how to save this Demon Hunter?
As the staff now. Oh my god, this came off cooldown. But yeah, LawLiet is losing everything now. No more income, no more army. Soon. It's time for game 3.
Dude, he wins with this build. Unbelievable. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire again, but level 6, I don't know. He doesn't have the mana for DK. Force him into a TP, but all the melee units are gone. All MGs, all bears. Just left with a handful of Dryads. I think he's hoping for... Nope, he's not hoping anymore. GG, we go full distance.
Alright. The next unusual build by 1-2-0. Necro first. And super fast tech. I think LawLiet saw this with his Wisp. And it seemed like he had a good early game with the Demon Hunter. Got good experience in quickly. The Panda also was able to level well. But as we said... A-bombs don't care so much about Breath of Fire.
Yeah.
And shouldn't the counter have been 1 Archer Expo? What's he gonna do?
Yeah, he can't
having
do
only a
about
single
it.
DK for like 4 minutes.
Yeah, I think the same. I mean, the best he can hope for is like, he doesn't even have skeletons. He has nothing.
Yeah, he has nothing. He has only 3 ghouls. Those he has to keep in the main for the longest time.
Yep.
Fiends are coming out very late. He's not leveling.
I think he had 4 ghouls or 5, but anyway, that doesn't change anything. Yeah, I think it's unpunishable, really.
Well, LawLiet's gonna have something to think about for the 3rd map. But you know what? I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a different build again.
Yeah.
It seems like this is just 1-0's thing. He plays a different build every game. And how hard does that make it for his opponents to properly have the good counter build?
So we've seen all undead heroes now.
Yeah.
We've seen the fastest undead tech probably possible. What's next? All game tier 1? Tavern hero? It's twisted, by the way.
Twisted Meadows.
I mean,
That
what can
allows for a lot of possibilities.
Okay.
But this is normally a map where you want to be very aggressive against Night Elf, as it is so tough for them to pull off Ancient of War creeping. But who knows, man? It's 1-0. Maybe he's gonna go double graveyard first. What do I know?
I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a warden.
Yeah. Definitely would. Definitely.
Uh.
But what's 120 gonna do?
All right. Yeah. Unpredictable. Mr. X. Maybe he plays standard. Maybe it's something completely crazy.
If you have Warden plus Panda on high levels, that can be enough damage to cut through A-bombs as long as you have the mana. On 2 bases, supported by a big army. But that's a lot of parameters that first you have to meet and first you have to accomplish in the early and mid game.
As we see Star-Shaped in chat, can you please do your laundry now so we don't have to wait for you later in the clan war? That would be nice. Alright then. Crazy Last Refuge map. And now Twisted. What is Twisted giving us? Remo's laughing already, and I guess the reason is the build. Oh! Necropolis into Crypt! Guess
Okay. Well, I'm just kind of surprised here because it is 2 times the same build in a row.
Yeah, super disappointed.
Man, such a one-dimensional race, man. It's
Seriously,
horrible.
right? They're always playing the same.
But on Twisted... Oh, okay. There's still no altar here.
This is different.
Yeah, this is different now. Before it was Necro Crypt Altar. Now it's Necro Crypt Graveyard. This is actually neutral hero. He's gonna tech without a hero.
Yeah.
He's gonna do it.
He could play the tier 2 double hero purchase and push. You know, you arrive at tier 2. Yeah, this is the fastest tech. 1 minute, 10 seconds.
1-0, what the hell? What are you doing, bro?
Yule Cup Grand Final on the line, baby. LawLiet has to scout. Warden it is.
Yeah. It's gonna be such a fast tech. Alright,
So-
there we go. Boom.
1 minute 35. So, what hero combo is it?
I mean, you're playing against LawLiet on Twisted. This is gonna be a long game. So, I think you want good late game heroes.
A player's
And I think
forces
there's
are
nothing
under
better
attack.
than DK Lich.
But what's the purpose of doing this if you don't hire 2 heroes right away? I think he's gonna hire like Firelord, Tinker, and Rush.
I don't know, man. That sounds like a ladder strat from 2004.
Dude, he's teching 1 minute and 35 seconds into the game.
Yeah, but
I
you know
mean-
you're playing against LawLiet. You're probably going up against a level 3 Warden. And Wisps.
But do you really think he cares? Or is he just doing the ultimate cheese?
I don't think he's gonna cheese. I don't think he's gonna all-in cheese on tier 2. But he might. I mean, who knows?
Well, there's a tome of relics. That means he has to buy items. That means he's probably not gonna tavern rushing.
Is the Wisp Scout gonna see the the tech timing here is the question. He saw the tech. He saw the altar in construction, which is like, I'm sure that's making LawLiet smile.
Maybe it's his cat playing instead of 1-0 himself. Just the early game, you know? Like until the 4-minute mark and then 1-0 takes over.
We see the expansion this time by LawLiet, by the way. What he didn't do on map 2, he does now. I think that's smart. Get ready for the late game. Abuse the fact that your opponent can do nothing for so long. He literally can do nothing. There's not even a scout out on the map.
Well, he could rush with that Crypt Fiend.
So it is DK Fiends, unless he cancels the DK.
A player's forces are under attack.
I love that everyone is just wrong with their predictions. Even Twitch chat. This is the one occasion where Twitch chat is also collectively wrong.
Yeah, and there we go. Double Ancient of War creeping for the Warden. So, yeah, she would have been level 3 basically, plus Mercs, plus Wisps against the tier 2 all-in. I don't think that can work. Now comes the DK. He can start creeping now. He is currently behind by 500 experience.
Tier 3 is on the way though.
Oh, the Warden's items though.
Oh, that's a lot of mana.
Plus 11 intelligence. That is amazing.
That's 7 intelligence better than the plus 4 intelligence of the Lich that we find out of more.
Augers. 500 mana pool already. Not bad, not bad. 1-0. What are you showing us, man?
Not even a second hero. Just rush.
This guy. If he wins this game, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Okay. Warden is here to harass with Shadow Strike.
Yeah, that's an easy fiend kill.
Yeah, it's almost a coil. No, and that's a great block.
Oh, did not.
Okay, doesn't save that fiend.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, we are at... Is he just rushing abominations? Okay, there's only one slaughterhouse now.
That would be pretty funny, actually. A-bombs are so good. I need nothing but A-bombs. Just rush tier 3. Everything else doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's a little like Side with his ghouls, but you know, with tier 3. What the hell? Well, at least our pregame talk was right that nobody can really prepare for 1-0 these days.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, this is just insane, man. What is he even playing? Oh, 4 Warden. That was very fast. Tier 3 for 1-0 was also very fast, but
6
fast
minutes
tech
30.
is only really good when you can also do something with it. So what can you do with it?
Buy an orb.
Buy an orb, that's a start.
Mm-hmm. And that's...
Would love to see Crippler third, actually.
Crystal Ball, Expo up, Double Engine of Lore, stays on tier 2 for now.
With Orb and Destroyers,
Player's forces
you can
are under
creep
attack.
crazy fast on Twisters.
Yep, Destroyer upgrade coming.
Would like to see a Panda again here for LawLiet.
If the Warden steals his Warlord, that would be pretty big! Who got it? Lich is gone.
They're just dead.
Rope goes to the DK at least. Yeah, Warden bullies this build pretty hard, huh?
Yeah. 1-0. eer0, what the hell, dude? What is this game? This should be GG already now.
A player's
I guess
forces
so.
are under
There's
attack.
some towers coming. Expo's up. Warden levels superb. Goes mass dryads only. The power of Fan of Knights and Tether Strike on level 2 is pretty rough. I mean, Lich is back, okay. It's just Fiends Destroyers.
Next big item for the Warden, Qualtala's Boots. Didn't LawLiet for a little while play like triple
Player's
hero
forces
with
are under attack.
Demon Hunter, Warden Panda? That hero combo can be crazy good if you get the levels. I mean, it's twisted, right?
Yeah, so far it doesn't look like a second hero, but once he reaches level 5, why not? Okay, this is the power of this undead build. Destroyer and creeping. Step of Silence, not bad. Also, well, it's against Dryads, but who knows if he upgrades this spell.
Yeah, he's been neglecting that a little bit.
Expo. Acolyte is moving over.
Yep. Warden is taking a long time to get from 4 to 5.
A player's forces are under attack.
Still no second hero. Passes by the tavern, but won't hire anybody. Ancient of War scouting the south, sees where the undead is. Perhaps here is where the level 5 can be acquired easiest via kills. But LawLiet, no. Rather goes for the gnolls.
He wants level 5. That's his main priority. Devotion aura, pretty good. And Expo up, but seeing this Engine of War here, pretty sure LawLiet expects this. He has a scout in the north, he has a scout in the east.
A
And I
player's
think he will
forces
just
are
get
under
this
attack.
confirmed. Nature's Blessing, tier 3, abolish, LawLiet getting good upgrades.
A town is under siege.
1-0 here, just trying to buy time. Certainly doesn't want to take a full-out fight, I think. Then again, mana's looking good on his heroes. LawLiet 1,000 gold again.
He has a Shredder, so resources should be balanced soon. He's going for a lot of upgrades now. Should balance itself out
A
once
player's
there's more
forces
units.
are under attack.
So AP coming up. Dryads against the Necropolis. Can he kill this already? Well, Fiend damage is good.
Yeah, not having a Panda now is a problem. If he had gone for a Panda earlier and he was level 3, forcing a fight right now could be very good. Again to the tavern. Is it finally Panda time? There we go.
Yes. We've seen LawLiet on many games where he builds just like 4 to 7 expansions, and I guess we're starting to get there now. Second expansion at the 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Panda going up to the magic triangle. Spawning position, Mercamp, and Lab. This triangle right here is the juiciest part of Twisted. So many items, so much experience. Without bears, though, it's not that easy to creep. And bears are only starting to come now.
Nice Nova. Silence so they can't detonate. Also sweet. Plays with the Staff of Silence. That Expo is gone.
A player's
So
forces are
Warden
under
with the Sapper gets the kill as well, and we're down to 1 vs 1 base.
This Panda, by the way. Oh.
30, 20. That is the
No.
gauntlets. Keeping
Dude.
him alive. 9. Calculated.
But what about the heroes? Like, what if 1-0 just shows up right there?
Ah, he doesn't. He's in the base now, though, and this Panda is not in shape to defend.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, the creeps almost kill him. Are you kidding me, LawLiet?
He has Reju. Don't worry.
Yeah, he was only on 20 HP right there.
Yeah, he was on 9 before.
No need
20
to
is
worry.
already good.
Not even close.
Well, he holds. with the Warden alone so far. Level 5, of course. Panda is level 3. Riju gets him back in fighting shape. Engine of War takes care of the Necropolis in the second attempt of this expansion. 120 needs to be aware that there's an expansion coming, but there's another one bottom left. Trees of Life spread like shrooms.
LawLiet going in now. He's got good AoE. Panda takes a lot of damage though, but there is the staff. Heal scroll had to be committed by 120. That was the only heal scroll. Still lots of mana for LawLiet.
Okay. Is the firepower enough? Drunken Haze got the fire Panda down to 50%. DK pretty far forward. Awkward position. Silence on the Warden. Can't really do too much with the fan now. But always hasn't been involved so far in this series. Breath of Fire. He really wants this DK gone. Or force the town portal. There's soon to be a Nova though. But all the fiends hurt. Needs the statue to work. Thank you, Rabbit Tails, for the 5-month resub.
Thank you. LawLiet still. Tons of gold. Moon Juice. Oh, he doesn't have Wellspring yet. LawLiet. You need to get that upgrade, bro. It's very good.
Thank you, Mad Frog, for the host. Much love. Good luck in the clan war later.
Mad Frog doesn't need luck, dude. What the hell? Pure skill.
Can't help to have good items and all, you know? Can't help, can't hurt.
Yeah.
Can't help.
Forces are under attack.
Just like Wellspring, which is coming now. And looks like LawLiet will establish expansions. And 120 will not. Warden not close to 6. Okay, this is the dangerous timing where you have to split your attention somehow. And put out fires on multiple spots on the map. And this is where many players get overwhelmed.
Yeah, exactly. West going down bottom right. I think I know what he's got planned. 120 though gets the red camp. That was the ring plus 5. Omega lol. But also level 4, which is very good. Here we go again. Breath of Fire fan. Lots of damage. There's one heal scroll. Commits it right now. Reveal now coming out. Fiends could be getting focused, but Bear's also dying pretty quick. 2 Fiends falling, one with a deny, one with a right click taken out. Bitch gets level 4 though, and 120 holds his ground and pushes LawLiet back.
Pretty sick. First, with the help of the creeps, afterwards,
Forces are under attack.
he was attacked by the creeps, but yeah, his fighting skills at the moment are crazy, and that allows him to go for the craziest builds. But for how much longer? 1 expo up and running. 2nd expo almost up. 3rd expo coming. Okay, now Acolytes are moving out. He doesn't have this crazy mass of A-bombs just yet. Only 2.
A player's forces are under
And I
attack.
gets to 4. If he gets to 5, that is gonna add a lot of damage once again.
But he has to react somehow, otherwise this expansion will fall again without paying off.
Well, I could creep the lab here away outside 120's main and maybe go for sappers. There are some spots to connect them nicely between the ziggurats.
Player's forces are under attack.
But there's also a TP for 120. Has killed this expo. But there are more.
Wisp sees the Acolyte moving, so he's aware that there are plans for an undead expansion. Boots of Keltalas. 2nd one. Okay, portal's back. No sappers. Just keeping his main safe. Thank you, Sakis dem Wald, for the Prime sub.
Light supply lead here for LawLiet, but everything is kind of hurt already. 1 Moonwell taken out. Stuck at 70 now is LawLiet. Comes in with a greeting. Fan of knives. Doesn't really hurt that bad, but it only hits A-bombs and heroes.
2nd tree up. Expo bottom left running. So 2 base, 2 base. Panda level 4. But close, far away from 5.
Warden with the Orb of Venom now. More damage. Focus right away on that Warden. Forced into the invul very quick. Self-Science now easily getting dispelled. And that's the big combo into the back. The Breath and the Fan of Knives. There was no heal score committed yet. Waiting for the last second is 1-2-0. Uses it right there. Takes out one more bear. But Warden again with more AoE spells. Also with the Shadow Strike. Warden in trouble now. Has to fall back. Has to be careful. Staff is there. Panda Drunken Haze. Breath of Fire again. Lots of damage. One A-bomb is gonna fall. More Fiends on the chopping block as well. Destroyer is getting focused next, but all the bears are gone.
Ooh, there's more kills here for LawLiet. Fiend is falling, A-bomb is falling, and he's on the chase with that Dryad slow. Panda has another breath. Ooh, Burrow here is the reveal. Not sure. No, apparently not. Oh, that was a big fight for LawLiet. 10 supply lead now. Oh, there's the reveal here. Does he have the damage? I don't think so, but the DK! Dark Ritual last second to keep him safe.
One Destroyer also going down. So 1-2-0 loses one Destroyer, one Fiend. And his army is pretty small right now. Yeah, he didn't give away too much experience. Panda's still not level 5, Warden's not level 6. But when those levels are hit, those level ups for LawLiet, he's gonna turn super strong. And with him being on 3 mining bases, there's no reason to believe that he's gonna die before that point.
Yeah, he can take all the traits. He has 2 sick ultimates as well, with Avatar and Earth, Storm and Fire. So why not trade experience? It's better for you to replace the army. It's easier for you to replace the army. And you scale really, really well into the super late game.
LawLiet coming back in. He wants to find these kills. Staff of Silence just getting dispelled at this point. Really not so valuable anymore. Warden dropping low again. But there's always a staff for her. Reju as well. Nicely microing her back. LawLiet doesn't have a TP though. That's something he has to be mindful of. The DK in trouble as well. Death Pact again. Full HP from that A-bomb.
There was a feast for the DK. And now the Panda is on his own, super close to 5, but doubtful that he can get more kills. Coil is there, reveal used. Okay, that's the Fiend, but denied again. And all of a sudden, the Panda is just dead. Close to 5, DK 5. Warden wasn't back in time. And after this great fight in the bottom left, in front of his expansion, LawLiet falling apart a little. 44 supply only. Does he have the time to tear down this tree?
Yeah, that was the TP missing, the invul missing, that 1-2-0 there, punished. But that's a mistake LawLiet can afford to make. He's got so many resources. Not even going for a Tavern Revive. Just going for the straight up normal Altar Revive. Perhaps the low Moon Juice reason there. Or, you know what, maybe not. Maybe he's just gonna buy him back for the Tavern. And he's still rich! Time for a Moonstone, time for some potions maybe. And he's getting closer and closer to those 2 level ups. Panda 5 almost there. But the Warden level 6 still takes a while.
Underwood Frank, thank you for the 30-month resub. Haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Hope you're doing fine.
Thank you.
And it is, like, it's kind of fascinating how 1-2-0 has this timing to chop down expansions before they really pay off. It's just great. There were never more than 2 gold mines at the same time. Main gold mines expired, by the way.
Yeah, 1-0 was able to trade well here, even on only 1 mining base, but now that it's going to be over, it's going to be very tough.
Okay,
Panda's
back.
doing a good job, decent damage.
Yeah, maybe 1-2-0 could afford eating his own units for mana and HP, but not anymore. Double level 5, silence hits both of them, dispelled super quickly, and that's the danger. This seems to be an overwhelming Night Elf force. Lich in trouble, has an invul. There's plenty of coils there as well, but he can't save his units anymore. Both A-bombs falling. This looks like LawLiet in the grand final. Whee! Massive Breath of Fire. Lich catches another coil, but that seems to be it. The shenanigans don't pay off. The tier 3 rush builds. Whew, nice stab. That's the DK dropping. GG! LawLiet defeats 1-2-0 and is in the grand final of Yule Cup 5.
Alright, we were worried there for a moment. Is LawLiet really gonna lose to these super weird builds? It was close. It was a fun semi-final, but LawLiet makes it through to the grand final. 1-2-0 in typical fashion, with experimentation and usual builds, but not quite enough to get top 2.
Indeed, and how fitting that the 2 maps that LawLiet wins are played with a Warden, and the one he doesn't play a Warden, he loses on Last Refuge. Okay. There was the first of 2 semifinals, obviously. The one Korean, he was 1 against 7 in the quarterfinals, and now he's in the grand final. Survives all the way. Who's gonna be his opponent? TH or Lin Guagua? The Orc talent with his best tournament performance to date. Top 4 in a Yule Cup. Can he make it top 2? He's up against one of the greatest humans of all time who will probably not switch races today. The task is monumental. Or it could be career defining. We see each other in a couple of minutes.